Hello, this is a quick review of the Ducky Channel 1.3 TKL Black Cherry MX Clear keyboard. I just received it, so I thought I would just give my first impressions on unboxing it, and then I'll post another video in a couple of weeks' time after having used it a bit. Alright, so here goes. Okay, and here is the keyboard. So it comes with this plastic cover. Keep this, don't throw it away. That way when you're not using it, you can just put this back on your keyboard. It will gather less dust and it'll be just better. So let's have a quick look. So what's in the box? We have the keyboard. We'll just get to this right here. We've got a couple of stickers. Got a user manual, and I believe you should have here, this is a keycap remover, and you've got some nice little keycaps, extra keycap. That's a nice touch. I didn't know that there were going to be extra colored keycaps, so that's nice. And there's also some extra. I believe these are PBT keycaps. So they look pretty nice, and you have actually also another so that was actually the switch remover right here, and this is the keycap remover. And then you've got your I believe cable. I think it's an USB-C to USB-A interface, and I think that's about right. So you got the USB-C right here with the USB-A interface right here for the keyboard. This is not a wireless keyboard, so you got to use this. All right, let's have a look now at the keyboard itself. Okay, now quick one. I didn't show you this. Let me show this because there's also an extra space bar, and I believe they've put this in case you do not like this design. So I believe, if you can't see this well, it's a tiger. So I will leave that to the appreciation of each person, whether they like it or not. I know that for my personal taste, I'm gonna go with this guy right here. I just like my keyboard plain and simple. So I'm just gonna put that with minimal branding that is apparent. So that's me. All right, so first impressions. This keyboard has a really nice feel. I mean, this is good. This is feels quality. You have the Ducky logo right here. As for those who are already familiar with the brand, you've got this side look to it, quite aerodynamic. That's pretty good. And these can be apparently removed. So if there's a little flex, I don't feel any flex on my model, but I saw in another video that you can remove these. The board is really nice. It's feeling really good. Just some comparison right here. I've got my linear red switches Huntsman, I believe, Razer keyboard right here. So obviously this is also TKL keyboard for the Razer. Razer right here, Ducky is right here. And this didn't look that bad. It feels quite plasticky, obviously. This was a €150 keyboard. This is a €200 keyboard. But man, this one feels quality. This feels a bit metallic. First impression is really, really good. Keyboard looks really nice. These are linear switches. These were like just too fast for me. I couldn't get used to them. I came from a brown to linear, thinking that I would just go for the TKL, try them out, and actually I just like the firmer, a firm push. So I had the DAS keyboard, which is right here. The DAS keyboard right here. These are Cherry MX brown switches. So these are going to be the fastest ones. Okay, so that means minimum press to get an actuation on the keyboard. Then you got these guys right here. These are both tactile types, and this is a linear one. Depends on everyone's taste. I just wanted to try it out, but I started off with the Brown's DAS keyboard here, and they were also, I'm a kind of a heavy typer and I like pressing my keys down. So I'm hoping the clear ones, which are heavier in the sense that they need a bit more force to register a keystroke, I'm hoping that these will give me a better feel. But the keyboard is really, really good. The DAS keyboard is also very sturdy, very nice, but I'm going to just focus right now for the DAS, the Ducky. I'm just going to do a quick also key press sound test to show how it sounds like. So let's go with the enter key. So linear, both tactile, DAS keyboard, Ducky, Razer Huntsman. These feel really, really good, I must say. Right now, obviously this is not like a proper testing scenario. I'll get to that, but these definitely feel very good. Now, for those of you, for those of you who are like me wondering, like, would it be better for me to get a more heavier key for the press versus linear or Cherry MX Brown, which are like the most popular with the folks? You might have read on the internet that your fingers might get tired if you go, for example, with the black or the clear or the more heavier switches. So just from my impression right now, I've been using this for many years. The DAS keyboard. I've got one at my office. I've got one here for home. These have been very good. The Razer, I wanted the 10KL, sorry, the 10 keyless layout, and these ones might be great for gaming. I don't game all the time. I do mostly coding. I do a lot of programming, and I've used this for, let's say, a year. But I never was really comfortable getting to it. I would just lay my hand on it, on the keys a bit, and they would register a keystroke, which was not good. So, and obviously, you know, when you are listening to reviews or just reading, you can never get a feel of a keyboard unless you try it for yourself. So that's how I've ended up with a couple of keyboards now. And when I see this, when I press right now, I can see why people might be saying that if you're writing at length or typing, you might get a bit of fatigue, because I can feel that there is definitely more resistance here. There's a bit of resistance, but I'll be doing a test. I'll be using this keyboard now for the next, maybe, you know, let's say next 2-3 weeks, and I'll do a review to give back my, you know, real world user scenario feel of the keyboard. But this keyboard is, I mean, right now, just out of the box, quality is really good. I mean, it feels nice. It's 200 euros. This was 150 euros, I believe. I got it in sale on Amazon, but this one is almost the same price as this one if you look at the new price. And I mean, right now, there's like, in terms of build quality, there's like no comparison between this guy and this guy. This guy, hands down, there's just no comparison. Just from the moment you pick it up, this one feels really good. So yeah, so this is a very quick review of the keyboard. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them into the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer them once I have got at least one good week of use to get. Oh, just maybe one thing before just maybe that some of you would still want to see that, and I think it's worth showing, is maybe the RGB lighting. So there's no software. I might be mistaken here. I mean, I saw that there was an open source software for the Ducky for controlling the RGB lighting, but you would have to install that from GitHub. You have to clone the repo and do the installation yourself. But there's already built-in color profiles in here, and I believe right here you have the function key right here, and you would have to do some kind of combo with different keys to get the lighting effect. Now, obviously, this is my first keyboard of this brand, and I haven't read the documentation yet, so I don't know what the combos are. I'm just still going to quickly try to plug this into my laptop and see if we can get some lighting going here. All right, so now we have a comparison between the Razer Huntsman TKL and the Ducky. So definitely, like, the RGB lighting, don't get me wrong here, the Razer, I found the lighting to be actually very good on the Razer, because the only thing, so it's very subtle here compared to the Ducky. The Ducky has what I would call, between the keycaps, the wells, it has very nice lighting across the board. I'm sure that there's some combo here to do. I don't know what it is, but actually it's pretty cool. So it is actually working. So you can see that it's working here. Let me try to see if I can just get a bit of less light so that we can appreciate a bit more the lighting here. And one of the things that I didn't like about the Razer, though, was that the secondary key symbols, they do not light up, and I think that is such a shame, because using an ISO layout, sometimes, you know, you'd like to see the secondary keys when you're pressing the secondary buttons, and when you don't get them, that's a bit annoying. So I'm just going to turn off my monitor here so that there's less light, so that we can see between the two keyboards. I'm just going to try to see if I can reactivate this. So in person, obviously, I'm not sure how good this is showing up on the video, but in person, I believe the lighting is so much, it is better here on the Ducky. I know that I'm looking at through the video, it might not do it totally justice. There's a nice glow here. The Razer is really good. It's definitely nice also, but I think that because they have put the LEDs around the keys, and they can have this kind of shine through, I just think that the effect looks so much better here compared to here. But like I said, the Razer is good. When I got it out of the box, when I used it, and I used the different effects, the ripple effect and whatnot, looks really nice on the Razer. But this is definitely, for me, one notch up. Yes, definitely one notch up. And yeah, and on the video, it seems to shine a lot. I can see this when I'm recording this, but in person is so much better. Much quieter also, and the feel is really good. The feel right now is really good. Obviously, I'm standing right now. I'm not in a real world scenario, so I'm just gonna keep a reservation here nevertheless. But my overall impression of this keyboard right now is top notch. It looks really good, so I'm looking really forward to give a proper review of this. Let's get comments on it. The keys, the switches here are hot swappable, so you can just remove here the keycap. You don't like the feel of this switch, you want it to be linear, for example, and you want to keep the other ones for the clear, let's say, then you can just swap out everyone individually. That's fantastic. So meaning that this keyboard is going to be hopefully lasting me for many years, and if my typing requirements change and I wanted more softer, less tiring, let's say. I'm not sure if it's going to be tiring. I'm just using the words that a lot of people have used, saying that this might be tiring, and I'll let you guys know in a week or two if that is the case. But this is what's really great about this keyboard, is that, you know, I'm going to be keeping it for a while because I can just very easily switch out the switches. Of course, that I'm not sure if you could do this on this keyboard on the Huntsman. So I don't know. These are red switches, linear, they're fast. I don't know if they're hot swappable. I think they're not, but don't quote me against that. I might be wrong, but these ones I know that they are. All right, guys, have a good one, and speak to you soon. Take care.